So at this point, I don't care about no storyline no more. Brandy need to get kicked off the show because the drama that she be giving is unhinged. And at this point, if somebody don't punch Brandy in the face, I'm not watching the show no more. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Renee, and y'all already know I'm reacting to the drama all day. So welcome to Reacts, and during this video, I do need y'all to interact. So make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we already watched the show. Now it's time to react. So now we are on episode 5, and it is called Magic, Mess, and Matrimony. Jennifer's wedding and Evelyn's birthday bring the ladies to Vegas. We already knew that. But the celebrations deepen the divide, and we should have expected that. Chantel clashes with Brandy. Rumors shake Evelyn's trust, and a surprise guest catches everyone off guard. So let's go on ahead and get right on into it so we can figure out what drama is going to pop off this episode. So, of course, they open the show where we left off last episode with the girls talking at the table, and I think it was Brittany, Evelyn, and Jackie. So they talking and whatnot, and they hear a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody anxiety just go haywire because they like, oh no, Jennifer done pulled up. The audacity. So here come Brandy opening the door. Goddamn magician walk in. And here go Brandy. I hope he can do his little abracadabra spell and knock some sense into these hoes and so they can show me some appreciation. And I'm like, show some appreciation for you putting a magic show on? Why didn't you bring a bartender? Then maybe we can start talking about some appreciation. We don't care about no nigga pulling no rabbit out no hat. And so the magic show, it was not amusing at all. Amusing at all. I could care less about a 42-year-old white male sticking some green balloons down his throat. But at the end of the magic show, she did surprise Evelyn with Shawnee O'Neal, and I was just happy that somebody now that's genuinely cares about Evelyn is there. Because Brandy, what you've been pulling is just shit out your ass. Okay, thank you for bringing Shawnee. That was the best thing that you could have did so far. So now Jennifer really pull up this time for real, and she takes Brandy and she said, "Girl, I'm out here." Jackie grabs, I mean, not Jackie, but Brandy grabs Jackie and she said, "Come on, girl. Jennifer outside. Let's go have a little chit chat with her." And everybody just looking at them walk outside like it's just very awkward. And they like, "Is she coming in or whatnot?" And Brandy like, "No, we just gonna go outside and talk to her." And I'm just like, this is so stupid. Y'all could have FaceTimed. Like she wasted gas, everything just to go over there. But I'm sure Christian was happy. He probably had a lick or something that he needed to hit while Jennifer was gone. So Brandy and Jackie, they walk on outside. As soon as they get outside, they do their little fake ass friend hug. And the first thing out of Jackie's mouth is, "Do you want to come inside?" And Jennifer's like, "Oh no, heavens no. Like I'm in a good space with my man. I'm chilling." She like, "Everything gotta come to an end and I'm cool with that." And then she look at Brandy and she like, "And what was your, MO with planning this birthday party around my wedding?" Brandy looking stupid. Yeah, shut up. You look dumb. Meanwhile, while Jackie and Brandy are outside talking to Jennifer, literally on the other side of the door, the other girls are in there talking about Jennifer. And Shani like, "I just don't get why she keep trying to show up and defend Christian. Like we don't give a damn about him." And I'm just like, "Well, that's because every function y'all bring him up." But anyway, they just still in there trying to figure out if Jennifer gonna walk through that door. And I'm just like, she's here now. Y'all already knew she was coming. Y'all should have prepped for this in y'all brains already. But it's cool though. Jennifer says she don't even want to come in there and see you hoes. So while the girls are in there talking about Jennifer, not Shawnee, but Jackie and Brandy are outside. And Jackie trying to invite everybody else to the wedding like it's not Evelyn's birthday. So she like, we got a surprise. Did you know Brandy brought Shawnee here?" And she like, "Oh no. Okay, well, she can come to the wedding if she want to. I would love to have her." And then she like, "Oh yeah, and Ty wanna come too." And she like, "Okay, well yeah, I would love to have Ty too." And I'm like, "Well damn, who gonna be left to party and drink with Evelyn if everybody at Jennifer's wedding?" So Brandy and Jackie come back inside, and it's a little bit awkward. Everybody stop their little side conversations, and they just start staring at Jackie and Brandy like, "Well, what's going on? What she say? What she say?" And I'm like, "Why are y'all so worried about it?" The first thing out of Shiny mouth was, "So she didn't want to come in," and I'm like, "Wasn't you just saying that she shouldn't come in?" Y'all are so confusing. Why are y'all worried about if she coming in or not? So then she like, "No, she's just coming by to, talk to us or whatever." So then Ty like, "Hey, did y'all tell her I want to go to the wedding?" And I'm just like, "Girl, the only reason you want to go to the wedding is because Brandon and Mean going, but really more so because Mean going. You don't care about Jennifer's wedding. You don't even really know her like that." Ty be giving goofy all the time to me, but anyways. She like, "Yes, surprise, you're invited." She said you can go. And I'm just like, anyways, she inviting all these people that really don't even give a damn. And Christian said he only wanted the people there that care. But anyways, Brandy looks at Shawnee and she like, "Oh yeah." And she said, "You're invited too. You can come." And Shawnee give off this "I'm better than you" attitude. So she's like, "Ew, ugh, I'm a queen. Heavens no." I politely decline. And I'm just like, "Girl, ugh." I mean, well, while the girls are sitting around still talking about Jennifer, somebody told Brandy, "I am glad that you calmed down." And Brandy like, "Look, I'm trying to do the best that I can. And y'all up here antagonizing me for inviting Jennifer. My goodness, was I wrong for inviting her? Yes. But how I feel about the situation is y'all could either keep being mad or y'all could just let it go." And Jackie daughter, I can't think of her name right now because she's so boring. But anyway, she like, "Well, it is what it is." And Brandy like, "God damn, I apologize. Y'all happy now? I apologize. I am sorry for making y'all uncomfortable. And Evelyn, most importantly, you. I am sorry for making you uncomfortable and inviting your biggest op to the crib on your birthday. And I really should be apologizing to Jen for inviting her biggest op to Vegas on her wedding day. That's what really should be going on right now. But anyway, she like, "I apologize, y'all." And Jackie daughter, she like, "Well, really, Brandy could take that apology she gave us and she could shove it up her ass because you don't get to come and tell me to stop being mad and let something go when you ready for me to let it go and you the one who caused all this havoc. It don't work like that." So Evelyn and Ty, they talking and whatnot. Evelyn getting her makeup done for the day. Cause it's her birthday today, child. And pretty much Ty like, "Evelyn, you mad at me?" And Evelyn like, "Yeah, you tripping. You don't switch sides on me. You flipping on me or whatever." And Ty sprinkle her little magic lesbian dust that she be doing, and pow, Evelyn's no longer mad at her anymore. So in walks Ming, and Ty's still hungry from last night because she still ain't ate. At this point, she'll eat Ming, Brandy, Evelyn, anything. But at this point, she's just gonna settle for breakfast. So she like, "Hey, Ming, you gonna cook that breakfast for Evelyn? Because it is her birthday." And Evelyn like, "Yeah, I do need to taste your food because I heard you be throwing down in the kitchen now." So Ming like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead whip y'all up some." So then Evelyn, she like, "Y'all, it was a little spicy last night with Chantel and all. I ain't know she was gonna do all that. But I do appreciate her for standing up for me." And she says that she hope that she can just enjoy her birthday today. Now we're gonna see what's gonna go down because we got too many messy ass females on this trip, starting with Brandy and Jackie. So in walks the HBIC Brandy. And they looking at her and they like, "What you finna eat?" And she like, whatever the maid cooking." And Ming look up like, "Girl, see, I be trying to like you, but you always got smart ass comments flying at your ass." And Evelyn like, "Anyways, when y'all go to the wedding, y'all make sure y'all tell Christian auntie to leave me the hell alone because I'm tired of her and these comments that she always tweeting with her Twitter fingers." So then in comes Chantel, and she's lost as usual. And she's just looking at everybody like, "Y'all getting along today?" "Oh yeah, okay." That was just the cherry on top. She like, I don't get down like that." And so she was like, "I'ma pack my shit and I'ma just go on and go to the house with my kids because y'all fake as hell." So now the girls, they're sitting down having breakfast and they spent the whole breakfast throwing low blows at each other. Then finally Ty was like, "Come on, y'all, we need to go get ready for the wedding." And Evelyn like, "Damn, you weren't even going to the wedding. Now you orchestrating things, okay?" So they get ready for the wedding. Mean get dressed in her all black and had them titties out. And Ty was like, "Man, I shouldn't have been playing games with Brandy. Mean though, I want that old thing back." So yeah, they go and get ready for the wedding. Jackie come downstairs. Everybody looking good, and they head out. So the girls, they done put up to the wedding and they are overdressed. They like, well, damn, we could have wore some leggings. It's raunchy in here. It is dusty. I can't breathe. Like this is not Jennifer at all. So they sit down on the little bench or whatever, and they like, well, damn, the bench finna break. It ain't gonna be able to hold all of us. And then they like, oh shit, we itching. And I'm just like, God damn, hurry up with this goddamn wedding. Y'all supposed to be her only friends, and y'all up in here talking about her. So now Brittany, she want to be a little messy, and she gonna have a nurse to ask Evelyn. So are you at least a tad bit sad because you and Jen been friends for quite a minute? And Evelyn like, drum roll please. No bitch. I was just like, God damn, you didn't have to say it like that. But she was like, I am sad, or my concern was the situation that she getting herself into. Now that's sad. I'm concerned about her well being. And I'm just like, let it go. No, you're not. Every single time, every Friendsgiving or get together y'all have, you're always popping it about Jen. You don't really care. You just like bothering her. That's what it's giving to me. Like, because you can pull her to the side and talk to her, but you don't. Well, she did say that she was texting Jen and stuff, and Jen wasn't responding. So I don't know, but I don't think she genuinely care about Jen's situation as much as she say she do. I think she really just miss Jen, and that's okay. She can admit that. I wish she would. Actually, it would make more sense. So the other girls, the all black crew that done went to the wedding, they sitting chilling, waiting for Jennifer to walk out. And the auntie and her man and Jennifer dog done pulled up, well, walked in. And they like, hey, who is you? You cute. And she like, yeah, I be the auntie. And they like, the auntie that be popping it? And she like, yeah. And Ming, she like, wait, I know you. Like, you is too sweet. Like, I know you. And I did not know you be popping it like that. So when Ming said that, I'm like, is it giving Twitter fingers? But she was like, "No, I told Evelyn to pull up. Like I've been out here a week and a half, and I told her to pull up, and she been ghost." And I'm just like, "Ooh, it's starting to get real messy." Cause I'm like, is the auntie gonna pull up on Evelyn while she out here in Vegas? I hope so, cause we need some more storyline. So in walks Christian, and he's thanking everybody for coming to his wedding with his new boo. And here go Brandy. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. And I'm like, can you shut your fake ass up? So then, Christian, he like, thanks for being here. And so then he walks up to the altar and he turns to Brandy and the rest of the crew and he say, I'm thanking y'all for coming, but honestly, I'm about to keep shit real. He said, I know Jennifer dumb. Jennifer stupid. We know that. But I'm not. So, Brandy, he looks at Brandy. He said, if you mess up what I got going with my new wife, we gonna have some problems. Because my past is my past. And I'm on to a new scam now. And that's to take Jennifer for all her money. And if you mess that up, again, we gonna have some issues. Cause again, we all know she's stupid. That's why she's marrying me. And I'm just like, ooh, I say. And now we finally can see Jennifer's bougie ass Las Vegas wedding. And here come Jennifer rolling in on an old school pink convertible with a midget in the front. A Elvis midget in the front. And I said, if this ain't no Las Vegas wedding for you, I don't know what it is. Now, I would say that Jennifer's dress was cute. It was very cute to me, like very cute. So I wish she could have had like her Paris style real wedding and everybody could have been invited to that because the dress was just too much for her Vegas wedding. But it was still cute and it was still giving, but the midget, no ma'am. So the other group of girls are having so much fun causing havoc, bulldozing cars, at this little junkyard or whatever that they at. They having a blast. Evelyn said Jennifer over there messing her life up by marrying that scammer, but she's over here, just having so much fun. So, After they, wreck some of the cars and slam them up and down. They go sit down for a little girl talk as usual. And Chantel, you could just tell that she's just having so much fun. So she get up for some little hot chocolate with Denise. And they start talking about Chantel and Jackie, and they just noticed how when Jackie is around Chantel, like she always in her business, clocking her tea, always just on her ass. And so like they like it's good that Chantel is, having fun or whatever. But they honestly just, glad to have like a little insight on Jackie's lifestyle as a mom because they just know her like as a basketball wife. And what they are noticing or seeing is that baby, Chantel done set a lot of boundaries for Jackie. Like you still haven't met her man, which is crazy. And really, Brittany was like, maybe Jackie is just like respecting Chantel's boundaries because she feel guilty of how she treated her whole life. So she have no choice but to respect her boundaries if she want to get back in the dough with her, which is understandable. Like you didn't pushed her away so much that you have no choice but to do what she say if you want your daughter back. So Jennifer, she thanks the auntie and uncle and Christian only partner for coming to the wedding, and then she kick everybody out because she like this still my wedding day, so we gotta make things official. And I'm just like, ew. And anyway, so she started telling Christian, I'm so happy. Everything went as planned. The Vegas wedding was everything. And she like, thanks for loving me. And Christian, he like, for that money you got, I'll do anything for you, baby. And thank you for defending me about being a scammer. That means everything to me. And Jennifer, like, for real? That means everything would have sucked my toes then. And he like, yeah, okay, I suck them toes. You want me to suck them right now? And I'm just like, bleh, bleh, nasty. So finally, we are to Evelyn's birthday dinner. And before I get started, I just want to say that all of the ladies look nice. They dressed good from head to toe. They was fly. They was fly as hell. I'ma say that. But anyway, first to talk is Jackie. Of course, Evelyn, she like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm just asked, how was the wedding? Just wanna know. Jackie opens her mouth and she like, the wedding was cool. Jennifer came in her pink convertible or whatnot. And Brandy like, yeah. And the auntie and the uncle and the dog was there. And I'm just like, why did you bring that up? Clearly they was gonna be there, but you didn't have to say that. And then here go Jackie messy ass. And yeah, I want to be the first one to tell you that the auntie said that you need to go see a gynecologist. And again, I'm like, why would you bring that up right here, right now at the birthday dinner? To be the first to tell her, you could have called her, or you could have waited till y'all got home back to the hotel or the Airbnb, wherever y'all was at, and you could have told her then. Why would you ruin her birthday dinner? Now she gonna be thinking about this all night at the dinner. Y'all done pissed her off again for the umpteenth time this weekend. So anyway, Evelyn look at them and she like, okay, well, while the auntie is saying all of this to you all, which one of you hoes defending me? Don't worry, I'll wait. And nobody said anything. All you heard was cricket. And I'm just like, yeah, none of y'all said nothing. Y'all just sit there and gaggled the whole time that auntie was going in on Evelyn like Evelyn ain't y'all dog. But anyway, she like, y'all fake as hell because y'all sat there and y'all let that auntie go in on me and y'all didn't say nothing. And it's my birthday weekend. Y'all hoes fake. And then she gonna say, and while y'all sitting there listening and kikiing with the auntie, y'all didn't know that Jennifer was in the hospital a few years ago for busting it wide open. And I'm just like, oh, where my tea? Where is my tea? I need to sip it right. I need to sip my tea real quick. Ooh, wee. So then here comes Brandy comeback in her poor ass excuse. She was like, "Oh, we were caught off guard. We were caught off guard." And I'm just like, "Okay, so if somebody sneak you, which is catching you off guard, you ain't gonna swing back." Okay then. So why didn't you say something or stand up for Evelyn? Jennifer's auntie or Christian's auntie, that's not your friend. That's your friend's op. So why are you sitting there laughing about it? So anyway, she like, we were at a wedding. So that kind of like basically saying that would have been inappropriate for her to say something back. And Evelyn was like, so I don't give a damn where y'all was at. So afterwards, you still didn't say anything to her? She was like, I wouldn't have let nobody talk about y'all like that. And I'm just like, clock it. Because we all know that Evelyn would have got to popping it about her friend. And I'm just like, Brandy, just give it up. You are the fakest friend ever. And as I recall, when you were standing in the kitchen earlier, Evelyn told you when you go to that wedding, I need you to say something to Christian's aunt, and you didn't. Whack. So Jackie decides that she wants to apologize, and she like, I do apologize because I could have said something, but I feel like if I would have said something, it would have escalated it into something else, and I just feel like that was for you, and I just wanted you to know that. And I'm just like, no, you were just being messy because you could have said something. You could have said, nah, don't be talking about my girl. You could have said anything, but you gonna get up with the auntie and go say, we need to talk later. We need to talk later, just so you get some more scoop and be messy. That's what it was given. So then Evelyn, she like, this birthday trip, it really wasn't that fun. I really regret coming, and it really was a reality check for me just to see how fake y'all is. And honestly, in my head, I'm thinking, why did you agree to come in the first place when y'all was all giggling on that couch saying that it's a good idea to go out there for that girl wedding? Why did you think that was a good idea then? You should have known then not to come. And now look at all this birthday mess that you don't have to go through. So Chantel, aka Mrs. Confused, because every episode she's always confused as hell. She butts in and she like, I got a question. Question. I just want to know, what do we come to Vegas for? And somebody was like, Evelyn's birthday. And she's like, oh, okay, that's what I thought. Because ever since we've been here, it's been nothing but drama and chaos. And we really ain't have no good time celebrating this girl birthday. It's just everything is stupid. And I'm just like, yeah, that's true. So Jackie like, oh snap, people having 2 cents to say. Her little messy radar go off. So she like, if y'all want to have a ponderosa, which is Jackie's thing, if y'all want to have a ponderosa, we could get it going right now. Anybody got something to say? So Shani was like, Brandy, you've been giving attitude this whole time. And Chantel busts in and she like, yeah, you have been giving attitude. So then Brandy sit up and she like, who are you talking to? And then everybody like, who you talking to? Who you talking to? And she like, I'm talking to Chantel. And in my head, I'm like, why you didn't say anything to Shani when Shani was the one who popped it off saying something to you? And Chantel just piggybacked off of what Shani said. So anyway, Brandy like, yeah, I'm talking to you, Chantel. How about you stay in a child's place? And I'm just like, girl, why you trying to big dog her like that? Just because you cool with her mama, you think you could tell her to stay in a child's place? I'm just like, baby, it wasn't no words for Chantel to say. She should have just launched over that table and stole Brandy. And of course, that's the end of the episode, and we're left on a cliffhanger. And if y'all like me, I'm ready to tune into the next episode because I'm ready to see how Chantel finna check Brandy. Because that's not finna fly. You telling me to stay in a child's place, baby. I'm sitting at the big girl table with all of y'all. And one thing before y'all go, can y'all please make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe? Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be right back next week. Yes, help a bitch out. Like, share, and subscribe.